Hello and welcome back. My name is Brett. I'm going to show you some more movements that you can do with Yoga EVO's Pilates Ring. This is an incredibly diverse tool that really helps build your stabilizing muscles. Today we're going to use it primarily for abdominal work. This is going to be good. It's a fun tool. Again, I told you that the stabilizing muscles, your abdominals are the quintessential stabilizing muscles. They stabilize your posture. They transfer the load from your legs to your upper body. So they are stabilizers, and encouraging them to engage by adding a little pressure in certain areas while you do abdominal movements can mean a lot for developing your strength in your abdominals. So this is going to be fun. Now, the first movement that I'm going to show you, I'm going to go through a series here, and then we'll get a quick set in so that you can see how it looks when you put it all together. So the first movement is going to be a reverse crunch. So we're going to put the Pilates ring right above our knees, and we're going to lay back, my favorite thing to do, on the floor. You want to engage here, and then as you engage, your hands are flat on the floor. As you engage, you're going to lift the feet up off the ground. You can even bring the tailbone off the ground ever so slightly, bringing this closer up to your chest, and then relax it back down. Tap, and then lift. And tap, and lift. Just a little reverse crunch. You're lifting the legs instead of your upper torso. Tap and crunch. Exhale as you bring it towards you, and you'll be in great shape. That is a fantastic movement. You'd be surprised just by engaging here, keeping your back flat to the ground and squeezing your knees up towards your chest. Really great movement to engage the abdominals in a new way. So that's a cool one. Now we can stay on our backs, transfer the ring between our ankles. So you want to make sure it's stabilized well there, and then lay back, kick the legs out straight. And this time, we're going to raise the legs straight up. You really want to feel yourself lift, the tailbone lift upwards. This is a great stretch in and of itself. But as you engage those ankles by pushing in on the Pilates ring, it adds a whole nother dynamic to it. Bring it down to the ground, touch, and back up. Squeezing, inhale, touch, inhale, touch. Really great movement. Keep those legs extended. You'll be surprised at how just a little bit of pressure here really challenges you, not only your inner thighs to keep it squeezing all the way out there at the end of your legs, but also your abdominals. As those thighs are squeezing, they engage. It makes everything tighten up really well. And as you tighten up, that's what does a lot of good for your muscles, asking them to contract harder. So that's a cool movement. Now let's go a sit-up. So we'll bring our knees upright. We'll sit up. We're just going to have the ring out in front of us, and we're going to give just a little squeeze on it, just tension on it. It doesn't have to be a full-on pectoral squeeze, but just a little squeeze. We're going to sit upright and reach out in front. Back, relax down. Keep the chin off your chest. Look up towards the ceiling and relax back down. Up and relax back down. They call these mummy sit-ups without the ring, but with the ring, you have to engage even more. Exhale on the way up and relax back down. Really important that you keep your chin off your chest there, and you'll be in great shape with those sit-ups and a little extra resistance added in there as well. Now let's do some Russian twists. So for this, pretty much same basic position. We're going to have it out in front, but we're going to lift our legs off the ground. You're going to twist slowly to one side, keeping tension on the ring, and then back over to the other side. Keep your neck and head in line with the rest of your body as you twist one side to the other, nice and slow. You have to balance here. You have to keep your core really engaged to be able to stay up in that V'd position and twist side to side. Cool movement, kind of like a variation of the Russian twist. Really fun to do with adding the resistance in there as well. Now let's do some standing twists. So stand up with me for a second. We're going to keep our feet just about shoulder width apart. We're going to squeeze the ring. We're going to engage the core. And I like to have a little crunch in my posture here, just a little bit, so that I'm engaging the core. It's reminding me that it's what my core is what I'm working. It's what I'm engaging. So I'm going to have a little crunch here, and I'm just going to twist one side, the other side, one side, other side. And I can keep this tight in here, or I can extend it out in front. Either way I do it, It's just about more or less pressure on my pectorals and my arms to squeeze it in so I can make these just nice little side twists. Now my hips are staying solid. I'm not letting my hips go, they're staying solid, and I can make these smaller and tighter, and as I catch each side, my abdominals are asked to engage, and that's the point here. We're going side to side, we're asking those abdominals to engage, and as we're doing this squeeze, it's really forcing our whole upper body to tense up, our lower body's trying to stay still, and we're using our abdominals to stop one side and then the other. Really great movement. It really is gonna burn it out and get a little blood pumping after the slower movements of the Russian twist side to side. It really allows us to pick up the pace for just a second before we go back in, do another set, or head on to more movement. So let's look at what this looks like in a complete set. We'll do them all back to back. We'll do a few reps of each, really get a good burn going on so that you can develop this into workouts for yourself. So the reverse crunch to start off, just up above the knees, you're gonna lay back on your back, squeeze here, hands down flat, lift it up, get the tailbone just slightly off the ground, and then relax back down, tap, and back straight back up again. Down, tap, relax straight back up again. Down, tap, and back up. And tap, and back up. Keeping the core engaged here, back up. Tap, and back up. Tap. Really asking those abdominals to engage. Keep the squeeze on in between your thighs there. Great way to work the abdominals, to really work the pelvic floor there. So now we're going to put the Pilates ring in between the ankles. We're going to straighten the legs out, and we're going to lift straight up and back down. Keeping nice consistent pressure on the ring. Straight up and back down. Straight up, nice slow, controlled, nice consistent pressure on the ring. Tight abdominals, you don't want that back sneaking up on you. Just straight up and back down. And back down. And back down. Couple more. And back down. Perfect. Now, let's head on to crunches. So bring the knees up, bring the feet under the knees, put some pressure on the ring. We're gonna sit straight up, keeping the chin off our chest. Exhale as you crunch upwards. Keep consistent pressure there on the ring. Keep that chin off your chest by looking at the ceiling. Exhale as you crunch up, and you won't have that strain on your neck. One more. Perfect. Relax back down. Good. Now, Russian twist here. Make sure you got a little space. You're going to raise the legs. You're going to lean back. Engage the ring in front of you. Twist to one side. Twist back to the other side. Twist to one side. Twist back to the other side. Keep your posture upright. Keep your head in line. Whew, that burns really quick. Just engaging the core, having something to squeeze out in front of you. A few more. Perfect. Now let's stand up. Let's get our little standing twist in here. We'll have it in tight here, and we'll just get some good pressure on it. Toes parallel with each other and just twisting back and forth. A lot of tension here. The legs and hips are staying solid. You're just twisting back and forth, catching the momentum with your abdominals and throwing it back the other direction. So you're catching it on either side. Twists are really important. They really help challenge our body, the stabilization of our abdominals. Good for the back. So it's a great little thing to get strong here, make these movements nice and fast and short. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Relax. Like I said, great tool. I got a sweat going, and it's just one set. You can do this for 3 sets or more, or mix it into a more complete or total body workout using some of the other movements that we've shown you in these videos. A lot you can do with this. Play with it. Keep good posture. Follow the basics, and you can create your own movements with this tool by Yoga EVO. I've had fun sharing it with you. Thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you again soon.